As you all know, I am officially a college student again, which means I am on a budget. Enter Quince. I've been wanting to try this brand for a very, very long time. I've heard some really great things about it from friends and family members. What really intrigues me is that they offer a lot of what you would kind of consider luxury fibers at really great prices. They have a lot of cashmere, silk, leather bags. I think they're even starting to get into lab-grown diamonds. Very interesting. They talk a lot on their website about how they have cut out the middleman, so they work directly with their manufacturers. So kind of like a traditional direct-to-consumer model. We've seen this from other brands before. And they also do the transparency thing where they try to show you how much the product costs and how much you're paying for it. So I have 5 pieces from Quince to share with you today. These are kind of ranging across all of their fabric compositions. I didn't pick out any silk this time, but maybe in the future, mainly focusing more on summer fabrics. And then I also did want to try out their cashmere because you guys know I love cashmere. Another part of this video that I thought would be fun is I used all of these pieces that I've picked out from Quince to style some outfits inspired by some Pinterest photos I found online. So I will be using them to complete a lot of these ideas and bring them to life. Very fun. So stick around for that. Transparently, they did send me these products for free to review, which is really big for me. This is the first time that has ever happened for a video. I do promise to remain honest though, because I pride myself on that. And as somebody who has worked for the last 8 years in corporate retail, I also find for my credibility, it is important for me to be honest. So we will get into it. Okay, let's get going. The first item I picked up is the 100% organic cotton slub crew neck tee here, because in my opinion, if you can't do a good basic, you can't do anything else. And honestly, I was pretty impressed with the quality of this t-shirt. It has a really nice weight to it. And I do actually really like the slub detail. I wasn't sure if I would. Here you can kind of see the effect a little bit. It runs at a price point of $19.90, which is pretty good for a t-shirt. I feel like most days even cheaper t-shirts at some of these direct-to-consumer or just traditional mall brands kind of are in like the $30, $40 range. So this feels like a pretty decent deal for the weight and the structure. One thing I will comment on here is the color is more of an off-white, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I prefer a little bit more of a brighter white t-shirt. It's listed just as white. And I was a little surprised when it came out of the package that it has a little bit more of like a yellowy kind of undertone. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but just something to keep in mind if you are cool toned like I am. Yellowy undertones are not the best on me, but that's okay. It's still a very nice, substantial t-shirt. I wore this as an underlayer in some of the looks that I put together, and I really like it so far. So if you're looking for a good basic t-shirt, this is a pretty good deal for the quality that it is. Very nice. On their website, they do compare this to American Giant, ATM, and James Purse, all at retail price points of $50 and $90. These comparison charts are a little interesting. I don't entirely know how they come up with that and how they measure that, but I do think it's interesting. So actually, I'm gonna grab one of my other t-shirts. I just pulled this out of the laundry bin, so it's a little dirty, but I do have a t-shirt here from Lisette. This is the Margot tee, and I know this t-shirt runs at a $70 price point. It's not a slub, but in comparison to the Quince tee, it's not a slub, but the reason I really like the Margot tee from Lisette is because it's a really nice weight. And I can say, like, holding these two side by side, that the Quince one is a very similar substantial weight, and it is a fraction of the cost. So kind of a nice comparison there. I would definitely recommend this t-shirt if you're looking for an affordable white t-shirt. I don't know why they're all getting so expensive these days. The next item I picked out is the 100% linen European long sleeve shirt here. And I'm really excited about this one. This might be my favorite piece that I picked out from Quince. I've been looking for a good linen shirt, but I haven't really been wanting to splurge on one. A lot of the time, I feel like linen shirts are kind of in the $130 to $200 range. And I just have not had the budget for that lately, once again, because I'm in school. But when I saw this one, I got really excited because this one is only $39.90, which is a crazy price for linen. I can't believe that they sell linen at that price. And this is thick. I had a pair of linen pants from Reformation that were so thin and scratchy, and I believe they were $200. I ended up selling them because I was so unsatisfied with them. This is thicker than those pants. So I'm already really, really impressed. I did buy this shirt in a size medium because I really wanted a super oversized linen shirt, and it is pretty long on me, but I like it that way. I'm hoping to wear it not only in my day-to-day life, but I also want to wear this as a cover-up over my swimsuit, so I wanted it to be long enough that it covers my butt. I believe I've seen other creators talk about this shirt, and so that was one of the main reasons I decided to pick it out, and I have to say they were right. I think this is maybe one of the best items from Quince, based on my research. Very, very nice. Here are the buttons at the cuff, and then up close it is this really nice blue striped linen. And all of the stripes line up at the seams, which is something that is very impressive for something at a low price point. I truly cannot wait to wear this one all summer long. I styled it in a way that I would wear it for school. So I paired it with some satin pants, and I tied a sweater on my shoulders as well because it gets quite cold in my classrooms. So I thought this outfit was really, really cute from Pinterest, and I can imagine myself wearing this in my day-to-day life, and I also can see myself bringing this to the beach. Really cute outfit, really, really fun. I really like this one. I would recommend 100% if you're looking for a good linen shirt, that's the one. The next item I picked out is also a basic. This is the organic cotton micro rib Henley long sleeve tee. I've been wanting a Henley, and once again, I've been looking at really expensive ones and I haven't wanted to pull the trigger. This one is really soft, really nice. It is 97% cotton and 3% elastane, so there's really nothing more I could ask for. I knew that it would have a little elastane just because it's a rib, so that makes it stretchy. This shirt is $24.90, which I think is a great deal. I was looking at a similar one from The Great that I believe was like $130, so really, really good price point and very easy to style, and is a perfect underlayer, especially for fall and winter. I know it's summer, but I still think I'm gonna get some use out of it this summer. I like the way this looks with the sleeves pushed up. This was my Pinterest inspo. This is one of my favorite style inspirations. Her name is Anna Porte, and she is all over my Pinterest, and I know that the one that she's wearing in this photo is white, but I still styled it very similarly with this gray one. So gray Henley, linen pants, cute sandals, easy black bag. It's just the perfect outfit, and it's so comfortable. So I will be wearing this around the city all summer long. Next, let's talk about cashmere, because I think cashmere is an interesting conversation, especially at discount prices. So the first style I picked out here is the cashmere V-neck sweater. And I actually did order this one in a size medium. I typically wear a size extra small or a small, but I wanted to have plenty of room in this, and I wanted it to be like a little bit more open with the V and hang off my shoulders. My first impression of this is that compared to my other cashmere sweaters, this definitely feels like a lower cost cashmere. That's not a bad thing, but it's not comparable to a luxury cashmere sweater. There's lots of differences in cashmere fibers, and honestly, you can just tell. But from other discount cashmere sweaters that I've tried, especially from brands like J. Crew, or I also have even tried some from Nadam that I would consider in the discount category because I don't think that their quality is amazing. This is very comparable. So I believe Nadam runs a $75 cashmere sweater. J. Crew's cashmere sweaters are about $120, kind of in that range. And I would say that this sweater is very comparable to those. The main difference is that this is $50 and those are double the price or even more. And you're probably gonna get the same kind of wear and tear out of all of these styles. So if you're looking for cashmere at a discount and you're trying to decide between some of those other mall brands or other direct-to-consumer brands, I actually think this would be a really great choice. Quince even compares this one to J. Crew on their website, and I think that's incredibly accurate. They have the J. Crew one listed at $138 and this one is $50. So if you are thinking of buying a cashmere sweater from J. Crew, I would direct you towards Quince instead. So I picked out this V-neck in this beautiful red color, and of course, I was inspired by this Pinterest photo of Kendall Jenner. I believe this was some party for her tequila brand or something. I really like the way she makes things look so effortless. So I wore a basic pair of blue denim, just like her, and then some simple black accessories, black loafers, and a black belt. And then I threw this sweater on over white t-shirt, and that was basically the outfit. She was carrying a beautiful bouquet in this photo. I do not have beautiful flowers just laying around the house, so I have this little wooden one that I got on a trip to Amsterdam, and it kind of has a similar effect. We'll call it similar. Yeah, I'm excited to have this in my sweater collection. I think everyone needs a good V-neck sweater, and this is perfect for especially school these days. Like I mentioned, my classroom is freezing, so having easy sweaters that I can throw over my shoulders and easily take off when I go back outside into the heat is super essential for me this year. I really like this one. I would recommend, especially if you were looking for some cashmere at a great value. As always, I saved the best for last, so I also picked out this sweater from Quince. This is a really nice sweater. This is the Mongolian Cashmere structured cardigan. It looks just like the one from Jenny Kane that runs at a price point of $525. And I've loved that sweater for the last couple years, but I was never going to shell out $525 for one sweater. And this one runs at a price tag of $159. And you know what? I have tried on the Jenny Kane one. I have felt the Jenny Kane one in person, and I have even owned a different Jenny Kane cashmere sweater. And this feels incredibly comparable. I will say I don't think that Jenny Kane's quality warrants their price point. So I think that Quince creating this version for $159 is spot on. So good, probably one of the best things on their website. If you compare it even just to their $50 cashmere, this is pretty lightweight and thin, and you can kind of see that there's not like a lot of sweater, I don't know, fuzziness to this one. This sweater though is really substantial and really thick. I'm trying my best to represent it here, but this is like spongy and soft. It's not itchy at all. I used to have a structured cardigan like this from Madewell, and it was also cashmere, and it was so incredibly itchy, and I believe that cardigan also ran at a similar price point. I think that one was around $140, and I just could not stand how itchy it was, so I ended up selling it. And I just can't believe that Quince did the same thing, and it feels expensive and luxurious, and they did it at $159. Really crazy. I also think that this is comparable to Reformation's cashmere styles. I think a lot of the cardigans that Reformation comes out with are typically around the $300 range. And once again, I don't really feel like their products warrant the prices that they charge for them. This feels nicer than their cashmere. I've also tried cashmere for Reformation and I was disappointed. So this is Really, really nice. I applaud you, Quince. I'm really excited to have this in my closet for summer, for layering, and like I said, my chilly classrooms, but also I'm gonna get so much use out of this into fall and winter. I styled it very similarly to the way that this Pinterest photo looks. I put a white skirt on, some black sandals, and a little bag, and I believe the creator in this photo is wearing the Jenny Kane one, and I honestly cannot tell a difference between the Quince one and that sweater. So spot on. I think this is my best outfit out of all the ones I put together for this video, and I think this is the best item on the Quince website. So if you need a great structured, thick cardigan, then this one is for you. So that wraps up my video on Quince. Let me know your thoughts, and if you want to see me try some other pieces from them, also let me know. I'm very curious to try some of their silk pieces. I didn't get around to it this time, but maybe in the future. Have you tried Quince before? I would love to hear down below in the comments what your favorite items are, because now I feel like I'm kind of addicted and I need to try more of their things. This was so fun. And also thank you to Quince for sending me some products to try and to style. I'm really looking forward to wearing these in the future. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.